apologize for the sounds in the back. I'm at somebody's house, but holy crap. Tom Holland is the new Spider-Man. Tom Holland, that's right, Tom Holland is the new Spider-Man. It was confirmed less than an hour ago by Marvel.com, and I would say they were also the people that first confirmed that Marvel would be, not Marvel, that, you know, Spider-Man was returning to Marvel. So I would say any of this, you know, Deadline, Latino Review crap, don't believe it. I would say don't believe any of the sources unless, don't believe anything that's said about, any news about the upcoming movie unless Marvel.com reports it. I mean, it could just be a rumor, but I would say probably not. And we also have a director. His name is John Watt. John Watt is going to be directing Spider-Man. That's right. John Watt is the new director. Now, I'm not really familiar with his work, but I'm still excited. I've said many times that, yeah, I have said many times that, you know, I think, well, I actually haven't said it that many times, okay, but you know, I've been thinking about what this movie might turn out to be, what Marvel's Spider-Man might turn out to be. I think it's gonna be like a funsy teen movie. I don't think it's gonna be like this really dark and edgy thing. No, I think it's gonna be a funsy little movie, because, I mean, it's a teen. They're going with the young teen Spider-Man. I think if it was Tom McFarlane's Spider-Man, where it's an adult, it might be darker, but they're going with a teen Peter Parker. So I think it's gonna be like a lot of, you know, like a fun, you know, almost like a comedy type of movie. Probably like Ant-Man. Like, if you've seen the trailers for Ant-Man, that looks pretty comedic. I think it'll be like a more grounded version of Guardians of the Galaxy. That's probably what I think it'll be. I mean, yeah, knowing Marvel. But yeah, pretty exciting. Although that, of course, it depends upon what type of director John Watt is. I don't know if he's like a dark director or, you know, whatever, or just a serious director. But hey, I mean, I'm really excited. I mean, Marvel tends to get some lesser known directors. I mean, with the exception of Joss Whedon and Jon Favreau. I mean, and sort of Shane Black. But I mean, yeah. I mean, like, for instance, Joe Russo wasn't really. The Russo brothers weren't that well known, and they did Captain America, The Winter Soldier, and they're doing Captain America, Civil War, and they are doing Avengers Infinity War Parts 1 and 2. So, very exciting news. Now, my opinions on Tom Holland being the new Spider-Man, I could dig him as Spider-Man. I think he's a good idea for Spider-Man. I'm just glad it's not Dylan O'Brien or Tobey Maguire, because Tobey Maguire is almost 40. Yeah, a little bit too old. And I think Dylan O'Brien, I know he's a popular choice, but he was a bit too muscular. So, I'm really glad he's not my first choice, but I still think Tom Holland, you know, we knew that it was very likely it could be him. It was either going to be the three finalists were Charlie Rowe, Tom Holland, and Matthew Lintz. I didn't like the idea of Matthew Lintz. I thought he looked a little bit too young. And he looked like Justin Bieber, but not the current, you know, jerk Justin Bieber, but like the 2009 crappy Justin Bieber with the weird haircut. And he's only 14. I think 14 is a little bit too young. I mean, even in the comics, Peter Parker was not 14 when he became Spider-Man. He was 15. He said in Civil War, when he took off his mask and revealed his identity, "I've been Spider-Man since I was 15. So, yeah. So I think 14 was a little bit too young. But Charlie Rowe I could have also seen. I think Charlie Rowe would have been better than Tom Holland, but I still am, you know, for Tom Holland. I still think he can do a good job. I think, like, out of those three, from best to worst, I would say Charlie Rowe, Tom Holland, and, you know, Matthew Lintz. But, again, I was actually under the belief that it could be Josh Wiggins. He's gonna be in a movie called Max, which actually has Stephen Amell's brother in it. But yeah, Max, because he's like, I believe he's 15. The actor's 15, 14 or 15. I think 15. Even if he's 14, he looks pretty old. He looks, well, not like too old, but you know, decent for Peter Parker. I thought he could do a good job, and I thought Marvel might pick him because, yeah, he wasn't on the short list, but, you know, Chris Pratt wasn't on the short list for Star-Lord, and he still got the role. But nonetheless, I'm still very excited, and again, this John Watt guy, don't know really much about him, but hey, I'll give him a chance. I mean, I trust Marvel. I mean, I trust they have most of the creative control over this, because I think the reason why Sony's doing their animated movie is because, you know, Marvel's probably going to get all the creative control now. But yeah, I posted some stuff on Instagram about him, and I was by the way, I was told about this by Piggy Inc., who has 2 fan films, Ultimate Spider-Man and Ultimate Spider-Man 2. You can go check them out. And he's making a new one right now called Spider-Man: A New Age, with Zach Talbot as Spider-Man. So make sure to check those out, guys. And, you know, special thanks to him. And I'm out!
Spider-Man, Spider-Man, does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man.